All right, we're going to take a look at some equations. So we have four different equations to look at and how we solve these. So let's take a look. Okay, so our first one, we have x divided by 5 equals 20. Okay, so once you know the basic rule of how to get rid of this 5, is that we have x by itself, and that's really easy. And so all you do here is you multiply each side by whatever this number in the denominator is, right? So here we have a 5, so if we multiply it by 5, do the same over here. Okay, this will get rid of this denominator, so then we're just left with x equals 100. Okay, make sure we got it. If you had a different one, right, same kind of thing, like if it was x over 3 equals 20, then again we're just going to multiply each side by the denominator. That will eliminate this 3, and then we'll have our answer, right? So here we would multiply by 3 on both sides. That gets rid of this, and we have x by itself. 20 times 3 is 60, and that would be our answer. Okay, so that's our first one. That's how we solve those. Okay, so often these equations are word problems. So in this one, I'll repeat it. So it says 5 more than twice a number is 15. What is that number? Okay, so we just have to kind of write out the word problem. So it starts with 5 more. So that's 5 more is plus 5, right? Then twice a number is 15. So twice a number, that would be 2x or whatever variable you want to put in there. It doesn't really matter. I usually use x, right? 5 more than twice a number equals 15. Is 15. Okay, so now we have our formula all set up, and from here, it's not too hard, right? So we subtract 5 from both sides. Get the x by itself. 15 minus 5 is 10. Now we have 2x equals 10, divided by 2, x equals 10 divided by 2, which is 5. Right, and if we think about what the question was again, it said 5 more than twice a number, this number, is 15. Okay, 5 times 2 is 10, that's twice the number, plus 5, 10 plus 5, 15, looks pretty good. Okay, there's 2 of them. 2 little problems left we can easily see. Okay, so in this one it's hours worked. So it says, I worked twice as many hours as John last week. Combined we worked 45 hours. How many hours did I work? Okay, so again, don't try to do this in your head. Right? You usually want to be able to write this down as an equation, kind of like what we just did. So I worked twice as many hours as John. So twice as many to us is always going to be 2x, right? And then John will just be x, right? So combined, that's our total hours, and we said it was 45 hours total, right? Okay. From here, it's really pretty easy, right? 2x plus x, 3x equals 45. Yeah. Divide each side by 3, so we just have x. 45 divided by 3 is 15. Now make sure we remember what the question was here, right? Because you can still make a mistake, right? We have x equals 15, and a lot of times we think, okay, good, we got the right answer, and then we just go ahead and choose 15, which almost for sure will be an answer choice. But 15 is John, right? Remember, John was x. I work twice as many hours as John. I'm 2x, right? So if I'm 2x, if x equals 15, 2x is 30, right? 15 times 2 is 30, right? And if you want to cross-check, 30 plus 15 should add up to the total. 30 plus 15 is 45. And so we got the right answer there. So the correct answer for hours that I worked in this week is 30. For John, 15. 30 is twice as much as 15. We're good to go. All right, last one, consecutive integers. Okay, so this one says, fine, so consecutive integers, that just means integers in a row. Remembering that integer is a whole number, right? So it's not a fraction or a decimal, right? So 4 consecutive integers would be something like 15, 16, 17, 18, something like that. Okay, so when we do consecutive integers, not consecutive even integers, but just consecutive integers, we start off with something like, so they want 4 of them, right? Okay, so x is our first integer, plus x plus, we'll put parentheses around these, you don't have to, but sometimes it makes it easier. X plus 1, right, because x plus 1 is 1 more than x. X plus 2, and out of room, x plus 3 equals, then they said the sum of these 4 consecutive integers is 162. Okay, so again, just getting comfortable with how to set the formula up from a word problem is really the key to all these except for the first one, right? So, okay, so now what do? We put these together, so we have 4 x's, right? Plus 1, plus 2 is 3, plus 3 is 6. We have 4x plus 6 equals 162. Okay, and now we just have some algebra to do, right? So subtract 6 from both sides. 4x equals 156. Divide by 4, so we can just have x. And x on that is 39. Right, 156 divided by 4 is 39. Now the way the questions are going to tend to be worded is find 4 consecutive, right? So there we just found 1, right? So that's 39. So all you're really doing here, the second one, x plus 1, it's going to be 40. Probably know the next two, x plus 2, 41, x plus 3, 42. Okay, so there's our 4 consecutive integers. And then if you want to back check it, you just go 39, 40, 41, 42, add those all up, right? And we will get 162.